Okay guys, and welcome back, and as promised, I'm going to present the entire SBS. You guys seem to enjoy the kid video yesterday, so some pertinent information. I will be releasing a video as well talking about what SBSs are, probably link it in the description because it will be a quick short because a lot of people don't exactly know what the SBSs are. Again, I will be covering a bunch of stuff that people don't know. Stay tuned because I was not aware that a lot of people did not know about this. Either way, time to get into SBS 104. Okay, so yesterday I mentioned everything about Kid's backstory, and I had an entire video dedicated to it. Just want to say this, we still don't know about Kid's parents, Kid's family, the nuances of Kid's character, so that still could be revealed. Also, Oda at some point did show Law's crew, the Heart Pirates, and how they came together in an SBS as well. So this is not a stain or detrimental to Kid's character or even comparing him to Law, Luffy, and Zoro alike, because Oda could still show him this is just how he established his crew, and the same thing happened to Law. So it's not that crazy. Social media was on fire yesterday. Just want to calm people down a little bit. Just relax. Covered the backstory yesterday. We're going to get into everything else that Oda revealed in the SBS. This is SBS 104. And so here we go. Oda has revealed the hobbies of the Flying Six. Yes, these are underwhelming characters that we don't give a shit about because, well, they were just underwhelming. Some of them just flat out boring. Sasuke. Alti was great. Loved Alti. Black Maria was cool. Who's Who was just exposition. Either way, a lot of people do not care about the Flying Six that much, but here are their hobbies. For Who's Who, he's a card game gambler. Well, he was gambling when he decided to go after Shanks for sure. Black Maria, boxing and romance. That's exactly what she did to Sanji, even though he was romantically filling her a little bit. X-Drake, a reptile maniac and astrophysics. What? Sasuke, sake brewing. I mean, he could have been drunk based on how he made his neck fly using the whatever copter he was doing versus Frankie. Alti, accessory crafting and bullying her little brother. Well, bully me, do that to me. Page 1, fishing. He just wants to be left alone. Page 1 is me for real. These hobbies make sense based on their characters, what we saw in Wano. I guess my favorite, probably Page 1, just because, I mean, I don't fish, but I just want to be left alone. Next, this did cause quite a firestorm as well. I was going to go down the carrot hole as well, but I decided not to just because I don't care. The reason why I don't care is because I never thought it was true in the first place. What is this thing I'm talking about? Well, Oda revealed the names of the masked CP0 agents. And we did know about Blue Scarf before, the short one that died, quote unquote died to Kaido, but his name was Guernica. And then we had the other one who is weird looking, Gizmunda. Then we had Maha. I'm like, is this on a hunter? Then we had Joseph, which is fairly normal name. And those are the names of these guys. But that's not what set people ablaze. That's not what had people's chests burning like Ace's was. People were upset because Guernica, the agent on the left, he is actually the one that took the picture of Nika Luffy and the picture on his bounty poster. What is the implication of this? Well, hot damn. Guys, more than likely, Guernica survived Kaido's attack. How do I know that? Well, let's look at the sequence of events. Guernica saw Luffy and Kaido fighting, and Kaido's about to go hit Luffy. Luffy's about to go hit Kaido. Guernica got involved, interrupted Luffy. Luffy got hit. Then Luffy, quote unquote, died. Guernica, tip of the cap. Kaido comes down. All through him, he should be dead, right? Because after that moment, Luffy awakened his devil fruit, sun god Nika, after Guernica was supposed to be dead. So, boys and girls, how the heck did Guernica take the picture of Sun God Luffy? Well, that's because he didn't die. If you guys go back to my reaction, I said I don't believe he's dead. I don't care, guys. Until I see a body, I don't believe it. And the crazy part is this was Kaido's pretty much only body in present time. You could count Odin as somebody he's killed. Guernica was the only person that we could say Kaido killed in the raid. He did not care. He caught a body. Well. Blue Scarf, in the words of my guy Randy Troy, Dripper Scarfino, he's not dead. My bad, guys. I want to just let you guys know my source. It's Arthur from the Library of Ohara. He's clarifying here that Guernica of CP0 took Luffy's bounty picture, but we only saw Joseph escaping Wano when we saw that guy just running away because he's like, this is out of my pay grade. So more than likely, Guernica took it after the fact off screen. Maybe he succumbed to injuries after that. I don't know. Either way, this guy did not die. How do I feel about it? This is One Piece. At this point, if you're upset about shit like this, bro, this has been happening for years. Why does it upset you now because a CP0 agent didn't die? Kinemon didn't die. Let's move on. Next, Oda talks about Big Boss Shanks. So, Oda says Shanks' title of Big Boss should give an idea of the scale of his crew, which is why his top subordinates are also called the Big Officers, which are the ones Oda named in the volume 101 SBS pictured below, excluding Rockstar, who is not an officer, he's just a rockstar. The main point is that Oda clarifies that while we often see few members accompanying Shanks, the Red Hair Pirates actually have a lot of members. It's just that they don't always move together. This is why Shanks' crew call him Big Boss. So, guys, for the longest in One Piece, people would bend over to let Shanks do strange things to them just because they felt like Shanks was walking around with 9 other dudes and a monkey bullying everybody in a new world while they had Grand Fleet, and it was just them. Just a small, modest crew, no devil fruit users, and just this pretty red-haired guy that could bully you if he wanted to. Just ask Kid. Well, guys, it's not just them. He has a whole fleet, he has a whole people, he has a very large crew, which makes sense considering how people were on Luffy's jock after Luffy came back. Well, it wasn't even Luffy. It was the Malo Black posing as Luffy saying, hey, we're recruiting people. And a lot of people showed up to join Luffy at that point. Luffy was just a guy who went to Marineford, caused a storm, then disappeared. This is Big Boss Shanks. Of course, there are going to be scores of people that want to join him. And so Shanks got people under him. But, just to clarify, the Red Hair Pirates, they have many subordinate crews under their umbrella. Shanks' relationship with them is just like the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. So he doesn't necessarily rule over them. Maybe they're indebted to him. He saved them at some point. So therefore, it's the parent and child relationship, right? It's the Grand Fleet relationship where if he ever needs them, they will pull up and help him out. Makes a ton of sense based on Shanks' character. Shanks he's not evil, boys. He may have a plan, but I don't think he's evil. And his fleet is somewhat like Luffy's. That makes a ton of sense. Guys, we can dispel this entire notion that Shanks is walking around with his little group and he's just bullying everybody on the planet. No, he has an entire force, but they're not everywhere together. Guys, even if I had a Grand Fleet personally, I'm not gonna be walking around with all these people that's everywhere. Can you imagine going in the cafeteria or going to Chick-fil-A with all these people? That would be insanity, okay? So Shanks, I understand. But to be fair, Chick-fil-A in the drive-thru moves very fast, so it's not something to really complain about. It's just like, that's a lot of people, you know? All right, anyway, Oda reveals a character from chapter 1053 is called Senorikiyuru San, the master of tea ceremonies and considered the best cook in the Wano country. He's likely based on Sen no Rikyu, a historical figure who pioneered the art of tea ceremonies. This is interesting. Would be more interesting if Sanji at some point interacted with this guy, you know? And if we saw a cook-off, you know? But then I'm like, would we care to see that? I mean, I always like when we get introduced to the world's best or some of the best in countries. I don't know. Some people probably wouldn't care about it, but I think that's cool. So now, Oda talks about Hiyori, how she made it to Onigashima. And no, she did not ride on the back of Kurozumi's to get there, okay? That's not what she did, even though she hates them. She made it to the raid by hiding among Orochi's treasure tributes to the Beast Pirates. And she attained that intel by being in Oiran, meaning by getting, okay, this is why she appeared at the treasure repository where the treasure tributes were left. That's why she was in the treasure room down there, because she just snuck in there from laying with a man. And okay, I don't know, just from her position, Kumonizaki, she was able to obtain this information. Not saying she did anything with them, but not saying she didn't. Next, Nami reveals the secret behind her beauty care. Okay, first, saunas created by Zeus. Gotta hit up a sauna at some point this weekend. Massages from Robin. Can we switch, Nami? Because Robin with that many hands, she can do ungodly things to me. She does have a devil form, so. Proper nutrition from Sanji. Nami, I got some nutrition for you. He said lotions, creams, and more created by Chopper. Speaking of cream, says hair care help from Brooke. Makes sense. And also exercising. Nami doing yoga. Sign me up, boys. I think this is really interesting. I would like to see Chopper's hair care. Or maybe an OVA of Robin just massaging Nami. That'd be interesting. Next, Oda confirms Reiju's powers are an effect of her raid suit. Though since Judge already made the bodies of his children to adapt to their respective powers from the start, Reiju can do some things like suck out poison without the need of a raid suit. Reiju can suck things without the need of a raid suit. Encouragement. Okay, so this is something we pretty much figured. I'm not sure if you guys remember back then, reports came out that Reiju actually had a devil fruit. That was false. Now it's saying her powers are an effect of her raid suit, but she can do things like suck poison out without a raid suit because her body's already been modified to adapt. I guess we somewhat figured this, but I guess I like the confirmation and clarification. Next, Oda draws the anthropomorphized versions of Zoro's haramaki waistband and earrings. It looks like, I don't know, a slut and her 3 sisters. I don't know. Oda likes doing things like this, Oda likes doing things like this, like the anthropomorphized versions of different things. He did it with Zoro's swords already. Now, I guess it makes sense to do it with his earrings. I just hope Zoro takes those earrings out from time to time and just, you know, wash his ears, because that wouldn't smell good. Anyway, that was really dope stuff. The most interesting thing is obviously Shanks and his Grand Fleet. I would be interested to find out exactly who is a part of the Grand Fleet. I wonder if someone like Marco counts. What about Mihawk being a secret captain or Grand Fleet member, right? Swearing fealty to Shanks. He would never. But now, give me your thoughts. List below who you think would be Shanks' Grand Fleet members, who's a part of it. And what is your favorite information from this year's SBS? I will definitely give you guys some more information on SBSs in videos to come, because I just wasn't aware that it wasn't as well known. But yeah, guys, give me your thoughts. Make sure to like the video if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Follow me on Twitter at BrogODAce. Follow me on Instagram at BrogD.ace. Thank you to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Again, guys, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Okay, I start doubting me, I felt lost. I rewrite it.